Hey there everyone, Indulger here back with some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Hope everyone's hanging in there, having a good time. I'm going to jump right into it and show you my defense, which is featured as a separate video, so do take a look at that if you want to go more in depth on how the defensive fights have fared for this week. It's not, as I'm recording this, it's not quite over, but I only have one day remaining, and I have a perfect defense. So, yeah, Nott season is pretty gross. We've got Ike here with Air and Milla. Milla bonus weeks are certainly fun. Normally you can isolation pretty much anything, but with the existence of Nott and Hell, you got to be watching out for those Eldigans, as I showed in my defense team. Other than that, you know, I'm iterating through the defenses here. We're going to see a few. It's mostly Ike as normal in these light encounters, but Dimitri has a few engagements, and then Edelgard comes back as well, so stay tuned for that. Let's get started. Oh, I made a mistake there. I cleaned some things up. And let's do today's first fight. Tough week, guys. Tough week. It's always going to be a tough week on Light and Dark season with Nott and all. A lot of shenanigans afoot here with having to deal with Nott all the time. This is running an odd Tempest. It's pretty beefy Veronica here with two double solos. Mia is a kind of a pain in the butt for Adel and Ike if I can't get quick riposte, and then I'm highlighting Hardy Bearing here, Triandra, and then there's a return trap here. Did I actually just missed that. Did that Triandra have ground orders? And so she's going to be targeting the lowest HP user within 4 spaces, and I believe if we can get out of that Kia staff there, that is going to be the Dancer. So I can just wait a second. Do I do that? No, and then this left side, this left side, oh man. I'm gonna you live by the Nott, you die by the Nott.
What's next?
So this left side, I can get hit by Mia or Veronica in both of those spaces, but it looks like I'm going for it right now. Could I have avoided this? I think so, guys. Yeah, look at this. I'm going for it turn 1, and I don't think I needed to do this. All I needed to do was throw that Air over there, throw the Nott over there, and then bring the Milla down. I can isolation that Veronica because there's a restore trap. But what I didn't see, and I thought I was isolationing myself against this Leaf because I need to be within 3 units away from him, or he has to have a unit away from him, and I get doubled. Now, would this have changed? The important thing is here is the Fatal Smoke. I actually honestly forgot about Fatal Smoke. I forget about Fatal Smoke every time. And then you see the big old 0 from the healing tower. That's not good. If I would not have gotten hit by that second attack, I believe I win this, because I've got a clogged toilet here. I can actually keep that Crom at bay if I wanted to, and then at worst case have to deal with the Magicians here in the back line. But with 4 HP, no healing, no ability to heal, no healer. So I can heal now if I had a healer, but I don't. Don't run healers normally on light because I don't need them. Air is a healer in own right, but Fatal Smoke is not good. Not good. So I take a gamble. At this point, I've lost, basically. I don't think I can pierce this. But then, well, wait. Ike has a chance. But this Veronica just has too much freaking speed and attack. She's debuffed now, but it's just not going to work. But let's give it a shot, I guess. I probably can just poke up there with Lancina. But that was a mistake. You see what happened there? My problem was that I got hit by the Veronica, and I have this really bad visual problem. I don't see the side unit, which is completely ridiculous because this is the critical basis I use for most of my defense teams. I do have Duo Leaf. It's not like I don't know how he works and his antics. I just don't encounter him that much, and I forget. So, I mean, the best case scenario is I lose 1 unit here, and I have to make a decision whether or not to save this. Ike's got pretty good stats. He's getting buffed for everybody that I can. Milla's not involved. I believe I actually throw Milla over here just to see if we can have Ike maybe survive this. I've got an Aether Bomb ready if I can outspeed, but 1 shot from Veronica. And then that dance killed it. I think I was dead anyway, but that dance killed it. Freaking dance. Veronica again. You know, I could have also gone with that left side with Ike. I just think that the easiest play there was just back up the Milla. And that's something that I made a mistake. And I don't particularly like... So, I mean, technically I could take this. I've lost 2 units, but this is day 1, fight 1. I'm all about taking wins if you got them. Tango if you got them. But it's just a little too much even for me. I'm not taking a 2-unit loss, fight 1. Am I going to give up yet? I think I'm still going to struggle and see if I actually had a chance to get this. Yeah, so both pots are gettable. I can kill that dancer if I wanted to. Nope, I'm gonna head out, and that's how we start the week. So, yikes, not looking good at the start. Generally speaking, when we get a hard fight, it normally comes an RNG goddess comes and saves the day. This isn't too bad, so I'm actually going to skip most of this fight, but I'll at least break down the team here. I don't know what's going on that right side. Titania, I love her. She's cool. But she ain't good enough to have her own little horsey pen over there. And I'm just going to skip to the end. There was no dancer here. There's not really anything to talk about. We got a lot to cover. So I skipped this fight. Thanks for the fight. That is day 1 conclusion. Thanks, Zach. But if you don't have a dancer and you have nothing for me to show, I'm just going to roll right through that with Ike. And let's proceed to the next one. Next up, we've got a Bram here with Defiant. That doesn't look good. Generally speaking, I don't know why you'd run a Defiant. And yet another corner Adel. We're going to look at this corner Adel here in just a moment after looking at Bram. It's a +4 Leaf. It is Leaf's water season bonus fun time. Azura doesn't have a weapon. Fair enough. And then Adel, again, with more enemy phase shenanigans. I don't think people quite understand how to use Adel correctly. Adel functions on both phases. You don't want to use an S slot. It only works on 1.
Good morning.
So we're gonna encounter better Adels this week, but for some reason I just keep encountering these Adels that don't have synergistic S slots. Okay, so let's look at this leaf. This leaf, there's no Nott here, so I can avoid this leaf if I just pivot out of here. But no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna have Lucina jump and then put me in this position where. Yeah, Lilina's scary. I'm not going to get hit by that Panic Manor. Tamari's going to town on them. So I feel pretty confident that I'm going to make sure I don't get hit by this leaf. I don't want anything to have bad to happen. If somehow, like a Bram got through, I'm just going to back up. I just don't want to take any chances here. So this is a good old Ike plop. I'm not skipping through this because there's some actual concern here, but if you're not gonna run Hardy Bearing on Bram and you don't have him in position to hit me, Bram's generally not too much of a threat to an Ike, and then Leaf's not really too much of a threat either, and that's it. I think I actually cut this ahead just to get to the end because that was nothing. Again, I'm trying to cut for time, guys, and this isn't that bad because I have an Aether already procced. We'll see if this actually made any difference here, but I've got her pinned. And again, if you look at what she's running, let me test that. Yeah, generally speaking, just let Adel come to you. So I will get, with Lucina helping me buff, her guard's not going to be in play, and she falls on 1 round KO, and that is fight 2. I promise we're going to see a scarier Adel. And, if there's one thing I can teach you guys how to build defensive Adels, just the iterations here. Just a quick peek in on the defense. This is midweek. Again, take a look at my defensive video if you want to see that. But perfect week. Perfect. Like, no losses. I'm actually really surprised. Katie Lynn is here with a Sigurd showing. And our first Nott of the week. Ooh, this is scary. This is a odd recovery. Mia and... Oh, God, Catria. Catria has pretty much been the only thing that's been killing me lately. And she's got Hot Tempest. This is super gross. The way I decided, I believe I use Ike here. Severa, is she the 7th slot? No. Catria is the 7th slot, and if I read that correctly, I can't speed read, and I was talking. As long as she goes 2nd, she's going to get doubles off. Generally speaking, if she's not running Hardy Bearing, which she's not, I can deal with that. There's a lot here. There's a lot of firepower with the Catria's doubles. Mia slotting in over there, and then the dance. What am I doing? Am I using? Let's see what we're doing. Can I actually avoid this turn 1? It's gonna be difficult because Nott is here to ruin our day. She can get that. The Severa can get to the back line. So here's what I came up with. I am going to attack this structure over here to put Ike in the position to engage with the Severa. After I think about it a little more. Take a pause. Wanted to make sure that there's no issues. I mean, this is going to come down to some numbers. This is the best way I could get out of this. I could pin this little corner. Again, I don't recommend putting structures. I have the same problem on defense. If you just don't put that Aether there, I can't do this. But maybe they're baiting me. And oh, here's a problem. This actually may have came down to just like a couple stats. And because Milla's not in range of Ike, I believe. I think it's 3 columns, 3 rows. Well, maybe she is. I think I'm counting to make sure Severa can't hit me. Now let's see what I don't go backwards with Milla, do I? Just stand there. Okay. Watch this. This is fun. Here we go. It's a dance on the 7th slot unit. So I'm getting hit twice by Mia, which is not great, but it's because that first hit reduced the Aether so much. Oh, God. That was just so close. And then I get doubled up by the dancer, and that will do it. If I would have survived that attack, you know, Ike was severely critical there. That wasn't looking good. But I really didn't have much else to do with this. I mean, this is tough. There aren't a lot of answers for these Catria teams, and that's a really good usage of that Mia, honestly. Actually, it's very anti-Ike, because Mia takes that Aether and reduces it. She normally does, though, anyway. I don't know. Maybe not. But I guess this extended game over. Think about it, and we're 2 fights down for the week. Alright, so we gotta be careful. We're 3 wins in. We've already lost twice. I mean, this is just how it's gonna be, guys. This is the new world. I honestly probably need to build a far save team. I'm kind of waiting to see if the legendary unit that comes out. This isn't too bad, right? There's just the 2. Well, there's 2 dancers. But what was with this here? There's an odd recovery, but there's nothing that's stopping me from waiting another turn. There's a rally, but there's nothing here, so I believe I can just wait. Odd recovery doesn't really work if you don't go, so there needs to be some sort of trick here. There's a restore trap, but there's no 7th slot. Unfortunately, this person's just missing a 7th slot unit, so I think I could have just waited. Like, is there anything that would actually happen here? But instead, I looked at this, and there really isn't a lot of firepower here, so I'm just going to simply move to the side, buff that Caden up. And this actually works fairly well for Adel, because I can sit here in the back line, I'll get healed. Unlike that fight we just had with Leaf, I am not messing with that. See that little destructible thing? I've learned too many times just not meant to mess with that. Don't open that structure for them to come this side. We can get that pod at any time. It's middle of week, we've got 8 turns. So there's a rally and then a dance. And Mia is pretty anti-Adel too, because she reduces that bonfire. She's going to hit me again. That's okay. I'm not really trying to mess with her. Once that Mia's done, there's not much else here, honestly. There really isn't much else here. So this is actually a decent construct for Adel. Just wall everything in. She sort of acts like Surtur back in the day. I don't really necessarily need her to beat anything. I just need her to survive. And I think I just want to bless the Caden first with my Milla, maybe. I am messed up, and I'm gonna get hit by that panic. That panic manner is going to continue screwing me up. Let's make this play. Get rid of that Mia. And then I got too many traps here, so I'm gonna back off. Putting Caden right behind Adel should work, and then buff. That also works just fine. Basically getting Peony to the side. But, you know, let me... where were we talking about? There's too much going on. Yeah, light week is just really hard. So I'm going to continue to take what I can get. Yeah, there's an opportunity for me to test this trap, get rid of air. And I do not want to destroy that destructible pillar at all. Adel's going to get panicked, but Caden's helping a bit, wasting time, healing. At the end of the day, again, there's just not enough here. So there's Razzle Dazzle. Yoon has historically always been a terrible decision. And now that other healer didn't have Dazzle. So I'm just going to sneak onto the side here and get rid of this extra healer. And then from there, there's not much else to do to be hit by. These are both dancers, so there's no rally traps, no shenanigans, and it would make matters worse if also isolation them, so it wouldn't make any difference anyway. Should be able to get that Aether on the left and close this out. I believe I skipped to the end here. Pin this dancer, and then go from there. So, let me know what your experience has been so far. I mean, ever since we've gotten, I don't know, Pathfinder and all these 7-slot traps have, I feel like the tides are turning with the game. I don't know. It just feels like people aren't having fun anymore. Not necessarily like they were ever in AR, but I can just sort of sense the community having a little bit of enough. So I don't know how IS fixes this. Maybe we'll have some reprieve with the new legendary unit, but it's tough. This is probably the toughest that the meta's been in a while. So if you're having problems out there, don't fret. Again, what I do is, leave me comments. We can talk it out. I make no, as I've said many times, I make no claims to be a Pokemon master at this game. I'm right there with you guys. I'm the everyman trying to navigate this crazy world. Now, so this is a Nott team, but I think I see a pretty good answer here. Now, again, this is set up to be anti-Ike, but if you don't have your Bram in a position to hit me turn 1 from all angles, I can deal with it. Just because Hardy Bearing exists on this Bram doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to kill Ike anyway. So this is a tactics team with Sara. And what's going on here? So there's a wrist here. Bernie's got the wrist, who's going to do some damage, but I don't think it mattered. So I'm going straight up the gut.
Understood.
I actually don't remember what I did in this fight, honestly. So, okay, I'm testing with Ike. Ike's just going to take that left side, and I'm avoiding that Bram. Make sure that Bram doesn't hit me at all. I believe I can just dance the air, get out of the way. And I'm pinching the Nott, right? So I want to make sure I close that hole. Nott is going to allow people to come from the side. I'm isolationing the Azura, and yeah, this is a bit strange because I'm not sure, like, Sarah's not going to do anything. She's going to avoid Bram's penalty. Yeah, this was just kind of easy because there was nothing that really they could do. This is kind of a bad setup. And I exposed it on this left side. And as long as that Bernie doesn't get free, which doesn't matter, there's no dancers here, I could sort of pick this off pretty easily. And now all I really have to worry about is this Bram. And thankfully, he just went right there in the corner, in the middle, smack dab in the middle of that mountain range, and there's no dancers, so this becomes a pretty trivial matter of just moving to the side.
Leave it to me.
And then we're eventually just going to pick off these two folks, and it's going to be a race to the finish to see if we can get this Aether and see if we can either trap this Bram or avoid this Bram. I did not have high confidence that I was going to be able to do all those things. So let's see how it unfolded. That was never in doubt. I mean, with a no counter disrupt Ike, which I do believe, guys, you're going to have some sort of unit that runs no counter disrupt, whether it's Ike or whether it's another unit. It's up to you. But I've seen the light. You got to have null counter disrupt. There's just too many damn things in this game that run flash or fire sweep. I think we're going to see this a little later. So I continue to believe that Kempt is one of the dumbest units in the game, and I am surprised we don't see him too much anymore. Or maybe it's just because everybody and their brother's running No counter disrupt. But okay, so at this point, I'm really kind of hoping and praying that Bram doesn't go down and to the right. I'm trying to see who he's targeting. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots away from the air, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots away from the peony. So let's do some examples. He's res 17, 30 res. So I'm really hoping he's targeting the peony. I don't know. Let's see how it shapes out. If he goes down to the right, I'm screwed. He didn't. I don't really know why he's targeting the peony. I think it's the peony. But if he goes to the right, I'm really boned. And because he didn't do that, I can get the Aether with peony, and get the Aether with air, and then just blow him up with that charge special that Ike has. And that's it. I mean, that was just a guess. I was trying everything I could to make him go left. And then ended up working out. While we're loading here, again, another call for any comments or questions. I really am. I do want to engage with you guys more. So this is my weekly shout out for my Discord. If you want to see more Aether Raid fun time, please hang out with me there. Or again, comments are just fine. Comments are just fine. Let me know how your experience has been going, and let me know if there's anything else I can do to show you guys my weekly adventures. So I have consolidated these down to just one logical fight a week. If there's anything else I can do, let me know. But I hope hopefully you guys like this format. I don't like this format. This is a rally trap, Ellie Wood with a lunge. My nemesis, dude. I do not want to see this. This is the bane of a freaking of an enemy phase team. And generally speaking, I'm going Dimitri here because if I see an Ellie Wood, I use Dimitri. It's tough though because I don't have him supported. I just generally don't get enough speed to double him. It's tough. It's kind of a coin flip whether I can do it. But I see some things in my advantage here, in my favor. If I can get this Ellie Wood engaged with me before the healing tower itself was only a 30 HP healing tower, so I've got a nice delta there. Generally speaking, Dimitri can blast an Ellie Wood in one shot if he's damaged. But here's the thing, I can't just go for this because, why? Why can't... Well, I can't get in range because I don't want to... I think I was just scared of this. Because if I would have put the Dimitri on the forest, he would not have been able to lunge, and it would have been fine, right? Right? Was I just terrified of this freaking dagger? I think I gotta... Man, I really wish I could try this again. Because if I would have put Dimitri on the forest... I think I got this with no problem, but I decided to be a scaredy cat, go in this forest, avoid the Ellie Wood, try to get him later, and as we're going to see, that's going to cause me some problems because of the freaking rally on the guy. He's going to continue to want to rally things. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think I can get that Aether right now if I break the Fey Pot, or even just attack it with air and then draw back. Is that what I end up doing? I actually haven't seen this. This is just me. Again, this is me after the fact recording, so this is... If I'm not talking to the screen, that's why. I feel like I gotta say that every time. Here we go. There's gonna be a attack by Lilina because of Nott, and she's gonna die, no problem. I mean, Dimitri's like a perfect counter for that. And here we go. So that's a pretty cool trick. Not bad. Had to hit by a Lilina and a Crom turn 1. And I thought I was in really good shape. Look at this. I got the Bolt Tower to go off. Just need you to come at me, bro. But why didn't I do this? Because why did I do this? Why didn't I just go up? Just stupid. Dimitri, bro, all you gotta do... Why didn't I just go above the forest? I'm just thinking about why. Because now there's another freaking rally, and he's too far away. He's gonna get healed, and he just keeps rallying. Stop rallying, bro. Stop rallying, bro. And now I'm in really big trouble. I sat here for a long time seeing what I could do. Again, this is... we have Milla. It's Milla time. Technically, if I just don't break Contain, I should be okay here. But I decided to put Peony there. I'm actually okay. I have blue Milla. I would have been fine. This is poor planning. I'm going too fast. I did not think about this enough. It's poor planning. I had several opportunities to get rid of this Eliwood, and here we go. Here's what happens. Eliwood is going to move after Dagger moves because Dagger didn't have 3 HP short. 3 HP short. Oh, man. So, we've already lost twice, and I have to make a hard call. Do I want to keep this or not? Well, first let's see if we can beat it. This Edel was going to be a problem. I didn't really have too much of an answer for her yet. And here's Mill. It got me last week. It's got me last time. If I step back 1 to the left, I'm in danger of getting hit by Adel, and she's gonna have a Gale Force off. So I have to go backstep. You have to backstep. You have to engage with the Milla first. This is something I've learned. I've learned stuff. So I made this mistake last time to bad effect. And I thought I had a good read on this Adel because no follow-up Dagger kind of messes with her. Yeah, Dimitri's a Nott killer. No problem there. So why was I so afraid of her? I don't understand. If I honestly would have just either went on the forest early in turn 1, or even in turn 2, or turn 3, I had many opportunities to deal with that Eliwood. I just didn't do it. And even then, all I had to do, Adel's not cooperating. She's supposed to go down. I have 1 more turn. I'm confident she has to go down and to the left now, so I'm just going to continue to move down. Down, down, down. Red team's going down. Come on. Come on, pass me. Hurry it up! Alright, so basically forcing her to go down. And then, since it's an odd turn, Dagger can do it. I know that's not the trap. She's pretty good. Yeah, Dagger's a pretty good normal Adel killer. So thank you for that, Dagger. It's one of the things I like about you. Fairly good week. I mean, all things considered, I know we lost those 2 fights. We just took that minus 40. We still got all the pots. We still got 3 Aether containers or whatever the escape ladders to go. Another camp with a lunge. This looks so gross. Okay, and a Triandra, and then another odd recovery. This looks like a very doable fight because even with the odd recovery here, there's no go again. There's no Nott here. There's no 7-slot trap. There's no in conjunction with the odd recovery. You're gonna have to do something. So this is like an incomplete defense team. So I believe I just avoid this. I just wait for turn 1 to end. I'm gonna have Milla. What do I end up shutting down? I think I make a mistake. Like what am I shutting down exactly? I think I wanted to shut the Triandra down. You can just tell by my voice the way I'm disappointed in the results of this. This is a very winnable fight. Very winnable fight. Now it just comes down to how we're gonna expose this. Again, Kemp. If I see that Lunger with a rally trap, scares me. I'm going Ike this time because I felt like Dimitri let me down, and I kind of feel like I need to get rid of the healer, and with no counter disrupt, I feel good. So there's a rally. That's what I was shutting down. I'm shutting down the rally with Kemp, just make sure he doesn't get out of there. So that is what I wanted to do. But now I'm sort of forced to move to the side there. I didn't get an opportunity to test any of these traps. I should be able to, but I think I prioritize wanting to have air available versus testing a trap. Yeah, that's fine. I really can't test the bolt traps. Here we go. Didn't account for the Rhine rally. Didn't see that. Oh, this is bad. And then I just didn't see that. I honestly didn't see that. I didn't even see that after I was recapping this. But at least I can get rid of the... Oh, no, I can't. This looks terrible. No, I can't. And this looks really bad because we have a rally Kemp there. Going to be healed. I can't really get him. The Peenie's screwed up in the back line. But I can at least test the trap if I move my dagger to the left. To the right one. I need to move my dagger to the right one so I can jump, aerobatics, dance the air, and then I can get a gamble. And also test that. Oh, wait. I decided to move the dagger to the left. And tactics room. You dumb man. Well, now I'm dead. Because Kemp, and then a trap. Oh, what a bummer. I was angry. It's a rage quit. I'm just dumb. I made terrible mistakes in that fight. That's number 3. And here we go again. Getting danger zone. I have to take what I can get at this point. So you see why I had to cut some fights? Because it's too much. It's too much. Oh, God. This one gives me PTSD. Now, look at this Adel. Look at this Adel. Look at that solo. That's the kind of things I want to see on Adel, guys. Attack Def solo. If you're gonna run something on her, attack Def solo, Mystic Boost. It's really the only things you can run on her, honestly. If you don't have attack res solo, you could do that if you wanted to. But generally speaking, in these AR fights, attack Def solo is a pretty good bet. Like, most folks are using attack. So, we have a Nott here, but there's no action that's going to go immediately. Or was there? I don't know. Let's just look at what's going to happen. This leaf is not going to be able to be, well, no, he was in range. Don't listen to me. He actually was in range of the Nott, so he did get his double off. But did he not give, did he not get Fatal Smoke? I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. I didn't set up that fight very well. But from here, since it's an even turn, I think I can use my dagger to go after the Dancer if I wanted to. Or I could set up Dimitri to go after. I think it's going to be Dimitri, because what I can do is move Dimitri to the left, dance him, and then shove Peony, who's in danger, out of the way. And even if Crom doesn't die, which he's not going to, he's got good defense, and he's on defense panel. Even if he gets danced by that Azura, I don't think he's in range. 1, 2, 3. I do my 1, 2, 3. And regardless, thank you, Palm Tree. Palm Tree saving the day there. Palm Tree in the desert, saving the day, making sure we can't get hit. I do need to make sure I draw back, though, because if I don't do that, Crom would be in range after the dance. So let's see if our boy Dimitri can survive this. Generally speaking, I'm pretty reliable that he can survive these physical threats. It's not a speed Crom. We're going to get that Bolt Tower, boom, to take him out. And now it's just going to be, how do we deal with this Adel? How do I reach these Adels? Let's attack that fellow. Not what I want to see. Emerge Adel with Bonfire. So what I wanted to do was just creep along here, let her out of her cage, come after me, and see if I can use that defense panel. That's a big mistake I just did there. See what I just did there? I just broke that structure that didn't really need to be broken. It's going to come back later. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to come back later.
Good morning.
Okay, well, I don't have Aether on my Dimitri. I am running out of time. I need those pots. I would like those pots. I guess I just need one of those pots. It's fine. But I'm going to set this up with Dagger. Honestly, guys, one of the things that I've lost from not doing this live anymore is I kind of rush this, and I really don't think about it too much. I meant to do this, though. I'm trying to release it out of her playpen so she can get down to me. I need her to come down. Because I'm not really confident that Dimitri can survive her bonfires without being on defense panel. Or maybe I just didn't believe in my boy. Like I feel like my belief in Dimitri is not very good at the moment, because all I have to do is just sort of set up Dimitri right in front of her. How much damage is he doing? Now, of course, you don't want to engage him. And I can't get that Aether right now. I feel like I'm dead. And I see it. I see it too late. I feel like I'm dead. You know why? Because I am dead. But hold on. Don't make that play yet. Think about it. You put your thinking cap on. Oh crap! You realize that no matter where Adel goes, she's gonna hit somebody. Yep, I'm pointing it right there. See that? So I make a decision to get out of there. It's not a bad decision. I'm just running out of time. So
What's next?
we're gonna see this, and here's where my mistake happens. Here's my mistake. I can move with Lucina. It doesn't really matter if I shove her or not. I really just need to get Dimitri off the panel. It's turn 6. Here's the problem. I need to get out of the way, and I don't want that Adel getting on the defense panel. So I'm going to purposely leave Milla there and the attempt and the hope that she can survive. So, but the problem is I don't know where she's going. Is she going up top? Is she going below? If she goes right in front of Dimitri to the right, that Lucina is dead.
If you say so.
So I'm hoping she goes up, and she doesn't, and that's it. So it's just a gamble, and I lost, and that's it. Damn it. Damn it. I don't know the AI, what they're prioritizing. I really thought that she was gonna want to go to the side, to the right north of Dimitri. I don't know why she did that, but at least now I can test some of these traps. So I can take this if I want to. I can get her with Milla, or I can get her with this Dimitri buff. But I'm trying to figure out, is there a path for me to get this last Aether? No. So this is an unforced error on me. I definitely should have been able to navigate around this. I need to do some Adel. I need to do more Adel tests with Dimitri. Honestly, I think this was one of the first fights I've ever used Dimitri, and I was scared. I was actually running scared. You could tell I was just running scared. I did not have faith in my ability for Dimitri to take those hits. It's the final day, guys. Let's wrap this up. We need 20 Aether to get us the final fight unlocked. We'll do 200 fights a day. First up, we've got a Lilina here with Life and Death. For looking at the team we're facing, we got 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Generally speaking, Lilina's not too much of a threat. And we're going to actually see that this pans out. I can deal with this, and there's some Wings of Mercies with the Dancers. There's a double rally trap with either the Leaf or the Lilina that can go through the Nott and rally that Lilina. But they've given me this tanking paradise here on the right with this Fortress. This is very similar to my defense. Obviously, this is not triple Nott, but it's got the same basic pieces. I don't quite understand why they went with Yoon over anything else, like anything else. This is not a good Yoon. This is not an impact Yoon. It seems like they just really want the speed. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why you'd want speed on really slow speed characters. We have Leaf and Lilina. Heck, I don't know. Play it like I see it. But because what they've done here, I have to make a decision what to do with this Peony. Do I want to put her behind or above air or to the side? I'm going there because I'm going to get screwed up by the tactics room anyway, and Peony's aerobatics will be able to let me to jump. And then these last 2, I have to make a decision. What's going to happen here? There's a rally. I'm shutting down that rally with Milla. I decided I wanted that over the dance. Maybe it would have been a bad idea in hindsight because I just forget what Triandra does. There's going to be a ruse here, and then, oh, this looks bad. And, well, Lilina doesn't really hit too bad because was that the Life and Death one or the solo one? Either way, the solo's not going to work on both of these cases. They did get messed up by Tamari. So at the end of the day, I can pull through that just fine. He's got Aether Bombs, and then I have to finally take this hit with Nott. Not a big deal, Nott. Ike's got you covered. You've got to run some sort of hardy bearing here. If you don't, you're susceptible very much to Ike. I feel like Ike's been forgotten. Like, everybody's worried about these Hector far save teams that nobody bothers to try to stop Ike, although that team was not going to be able to stop Hector either. The only problems I've had is these Hector far save teams because Lilina and Leaf don't match up well against him at all. So I'm going to clear out some of those structures, and this is pretty much a slam dunk. Now, even if the L gets free, he's running, looks like Moonbow there. He has such garbage speed. And maybe they wanted you to have him have some speed, but, I mean, you really can't do any damage with these middling speed characters. So all I have to do is just set myself up in position for next turn. I'm going to have Ike get that, and then either the air or the dagger should be in a position to get it, because it'll be turn 4. And we'll see how this shapes up. Okay, so he blocked me. I kind of didn't want that. I was gonna have air just pick that off, but okay. So yeah, quick reposition, get that Aether, and now I have to make a decision. Do I want to try to beat this air? I've got a shot potentially with Milla. You look at the math. Okay, so 7. That'll probably do. Okay, it doesn't look like on paper it's gonna win. So when you're in doubt, and it's the end of the week, and you don't feel like mathing, run away! That's what I do. Because L has poor matchups with both of these Axe users, and he's going to die. Bye-bye, L. Bye-bye. And that is. Brings us to the last fight of the week. Whew. Finally. What a long week this was. This is painful, painful week. I can see it from the friends list results, and we'll take a look at here at the end. All right, we're going to limp to the finish, guys. We're going to limp to the finish. Can we close this out? One more on public. I only have one rematch potential here on the defense we're going to look at. This is a scary team. Look at this setup. Everything on here just looks like garbage. I'm like, what is this? What is this Azure with these random skills? Like, what is this crap? No special peony with a freaking, like, and then you reach Sara, and then it all becomes clear. Oh, everybody has the same HP. This is well done. Everybody's running 46 HP. Everybody's going to be non-penalized. There's also a wrist trap here with return. So if I don't stop this in its tracks, I'm going to get that freaking, that Lynn in my face. And I don't think I can hide, because Lynn will then be able to go and do anything from there. Now, she'll at least be able to hit me. I don't think I have enough room to cover. Right above the healing tower, I can hide, but then from there, I can't hide on that wall. That whole white wall is open. They did a great job with the structures there. So I see the trap. I'm like, oh, well, I don't really have much of a choice. I've got to go for it. And most likely this gravity trap in front of the Lynn is the trap, because that's what I would do. I mean, I see the play. I don't know what other unit I could have played here. Maybe Fallen L, maybe? But if you saw that Seteth over there, he's running an odd an odd Tempest lunge, which, again, I repeat, I've said it earlier in the video, lunge scares the hell out of me, especially with these traps. And this is the best I've got. This is the best I got. I'm avoiding the panic. I'm getting full buffs. I'm getting peony buffs, but I'm not getting a very crucial bonus with Lucina, because I just can't get her there on turn 1. And let's see how this unfolds. This is pretty fun. And that's a 7-slot healer, so you don't have to worry about that. No lunge, but because he's got Odd Tempest, he went to the back line. I'm just going to get straight up thrashed with this freaking Lynn, and I'm critical to the point where Ike just falls. Very well done. I mean, that was a pretty good, well-crafted team. If Ike can get that kill and that wasn't the trap, probably be okay, but no, because I think Seteth would then hit me in a position above, and I don't know. It was going to be tough all around. I looked at that. If you're going to take the care to put all that HP into your Sara, you probably deserve that win. That's pretty fun. I like that. I'll tip my cap and move on. But we've only got one ladder remaining, so I'm going to look through my defense here. Was a perfect week on the defense. This was the only fight that I lost, but it didn't count. It was during cooldown. So it doesn't look on its surface to be too scary without Jarian doesn't have an S slot showing. Generally speaking, if you're not going to have an S slot showing, unless you're trying to trick me, it shouldn't be too bad. It's okay. At its glance, this is a Sigurd not on the right season, but you can still play it. It's just not going to score well. So really scary things. Wind sweep things. Sigurd coming at me. We got a Tempest. Dimitri with a Brave Sword. But the fatal flaw, and I hope you guys see it immediately, is the left side. And Nott's actually ruining this. Maybe this is something they had in the past, and they just dealt with this, but I have two options. I can blow away that Celica, who is the 7th slot, so she's not going to attack me. And I found this out a little too late. Oh, by the way, I'm making sure I don't get screwed up by this Sigurd here, because Air's in danger right now, so she's going to need to move, while simultaneously trying to clear this junk out of the way to get to the spot where I can have Aversa target me. Oh, guys, it's been a long time since I've seen an Aversa team. Like, it just doesn't work anymore. I don't know why you'd run Aversa, because I feel like Aversa's HP isn't even good enough to do anything. I mean, Aversa only has 66 HP. With the quad mythics you can run now, with Dagger on the field, generally speaking, you're not going to have the HP, but you did panic the back line. Did see the 7th slot trigger with Celica there. This is a final fight. I don't need the Aether. I just need to win. And because Nott is in a position where I'm going to make sure Aversa still has a weapon. Yep, she's got a weapon, so Aversa has to hit me there through Nott. So all I need to do now is just play the game shove on Ike next to that Fae statue, and then avoid the Sigurd. I wanted to get this done before turn 3 occurred, so we can get the Bolt Tower to invalidate the Sigurd, making sure everybody's hiding in their hidey hole, and then I'm going to have Dagger step back so I can get full attack buffs with Peony, pretty standard fare, and an end turn. So what's going to happen here is Aversa, who doesn't have Hardy Bearing. If she did, I guess this might be in doubt, but it's not. And a whole bunch of stuff comes down there, and it doesn't do anything. You can't give me a whole trench to play with. It's a bit odd. It's very easy to deal with, and I have to make a decision. Do I want to open up that healing tower, or do I want to come back? Yeah, I want to open it up, because there's really nothing that's going to stop me. I don't want them to get healed. Celica is probably the greatest threat here. She does have a bit of firepower. And now I just need to hope nothing goes completely out of plan. I probably should have checked to make sure there's no lunge. Even if there was a lunge with the healing tower gone, everybody's destroyed. There's no healer. I don't know, it's kind of a weird team, because you can see the duo structure is there, but there's no duo unit, so I don't know, maybe they just forgot to change their defense. Something went wrong here. It feels like this could be a lot scarier than it was, but as it is, we're just going to pick this off, have a very anticlimactic last fight, and that is it, guys. That'll do it. Perfect defense, not perfect offense. This was hard. Offense is becoming very hard. I lost 2 units. I took them. Probably didn't. I may have been able to get a perfect here. But if you go tick, 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 what do we get? What do we get? My first top 1,000 finish in quite a while. Oh, maybe people complain about Nott, but I think Nott knocked some folks off their perch to get me to the point where if I had a good showing, it was top 1,000. So we're going to look at the top of the tier here. Take a look at 21,520. Does it end up being... Where did we get the perfect cutoff? It's actually a fairly high number of perfects this week. Maybe Nott did it. Maybe it was Nott Central here. Yeah, 40 plus perfects, and then our good friends MB and Fred Effect on the board. We're going to see them again here on the Friends Breakdown. If you want to be a part of my Either Raids Fun Time, you can send me a code. I occasionally still do fight folks. You know, I don't have mock battles anymore. And maybe I will resurrect that at some point if I see something interesting. You know, talk to me in the comments below. And we'll see what we can do. But yeah, there's my Indulger symbol for the fire kanji. If you want to be part of Team Indulger, you can add that to your list. And we'll do it for top 50. Congratulations, guys. 20,274 will get you on my top 50 list. If there's any other comments, please let me know. If you want to see more, please subscribe. We'll see you again next week. Top 1,000. All right. Next week's going to feature Ashera and Mirabilis. See you again. Bye.